Welcome back, High Vibe Tribe. This is my YouTube channel, Divine Hippie 2222. My name is Stephanie, and today we are going to be learning about the Hierophant. This is the Rider-Waite deck. This is my Tarot of the Cat People deck. This is my Gilded Tarot deck. Thank you, Tulsi, for gifting this deck to me. So this is the Hierophant. This is my Halloween deck. And this is from my Eight of Coins Tattoo Tarot deck. All right, guys. So, all of my information is below in the description box. Please feel free to reach out to me if you feel guided to donate to the channel. That would be a huge help. If you would like to receive a reading from me, all my information is below. So thank you for choosing to click on my video and watch my video and give me just a small portion of your day. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So, yeah. Okay, so my channel is a learning and a growing channel. First off, we're learning how to read tarot. Right now, what I'm focusing on with these lessons is the meaning of these cards, okay? Once we understand the meaning, then we can start figuring out how to interpret the cards together as a group, right? So, okay, so where I'm going with that, sorry. We're a learning and a growing channel. So we're learning how to read tarot. We're learning how to change our thoughts. We're learning how to change our reality by changing our thoughts. We're learning how to look at situations as stepping stones instead of obstacles, so that they are opportunities for growth and learning and development. Okay, so I have many different facets to this channel. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Call to action. Hit the little bell so that way you can be notified of any of my new videos that come out. So, yay! I'm excited. Let's get started. Okay, so the Hierophant. This is what the Rider-Waite deck looks like. And this is like my mini Rider-Waite deck, because you see how small the cards are. So anyways, but where I'm going with that is this is the picture of the Hierophant. And see, he looks like he's got followers. And he looks very ceremonious, okay? So, the Hierophant, okay? The Hierophant is ruled by Taurus, and Taurus is all about order and rules, okay? So that is the first indication of what the Hierophant is about, order and rules, okay? Now, the Hierophant is also represented by our shoulders and our arms, okay? Order and rules, think about that. That's where you carry your strength, is in your shoulders. Was it arms? Yeah, your shoulders and your arms. You literally carry things in your arms, right? So if you take nothing else from this card, order and rules, okay? But let's get into it. So the websites that I'm using for my information are also found in the description box below. The first website is the Tarot Guide. The next one is Numerology Sign, I believe. And then the last one is Hoodoo Hill. So I think it's called Hoodoo Hill Root Supply. I don't remember. But I have all the links in the description box below, so you can check them out. So there are 5 different categories of interpretation for the Hierophant. I have a general, love and relationship, money and career, health, and spirituality. Okay? So, the bullet points for the meanings of the Hierophant. Okay? Traditional, institutions. Traditional values, conventional, conformity, marriage, commitment, religion, because he looks like a religious leader, okay? The Hierophant is a religious leader. Beliefs, knowledge, and sharing. Okay, those are the main bullet points of what this card represents, okay? Now, if you were to be doing a spread and your querent was interested in what, in just a general reading, like don't have any specific questions, just, hey, tell me what it is I need to know, right? Okay, if the Hierophant pops up in the upright position in your general spread, again, it represents traditional values and institutions, a counselor or a mentor who will provide you with wisdom and guidance. Okay, because see, we've got the two people down here, and he's got his arms up like he's preaching or talking. Point is, he's sharing, right? So, sorry, let me fix my page. Or it could be a religious advisor. Okay, this is also someone who is extremely set in their ways. White and black, no gray. It is how it is. It is what it is, okay? This could represent, okay, so traditional values, right? Well, what does that mean? Because everyone's a different color. Everyone's got a different ethnicity background. Everyone has a different religious background. Everyone has different thoughts and feelings and beliefs, right? So if I'm from a different culture or religion and I get a tarot reading and it says traditional values, obviously it means their traditional values, right? So traditional values could be economic, religious, political, social, family, educational, social welfare, and medical. So these are the different things, the different traditional meanings for the Hierophant, okay? So again, if he pops up, one of the bullet points that you could say is, now is the time to conform to convention, to conventional or traditional methods. No rocking the boat, okay? Not making a name for yourself. We're going with the flow. We're going along with everyone else. That's what this represents. Or you'll take a part in a traditional ceremony, or you may start creating new traditions and rituals of your own. Okay? Now that's if the Hierophant pops up in the upright position. Now we're going to get into more detail later, but what I like to do is look to the surrounding cards, because the surrounding cards may give you an idea as to whether it's an economic or a religious or a society or a familiar, I say familiar, I mean a family setting, right? Like family values, okay? So now then, if the Hierophant were to pop up in reverse for your general reading, okay? Now is the time to break with convention, change traditional structure, social norms, and rigid rules. Think for yourself, as those closest to you, they may not understand or agree, okay? So throw out the rule book. We're adults, right? And my grandmother told me, as long as I pay my bills, I can do whatever it is I want. As long as I'm responsible, as long as I handle and manage my responsibilities, I can do whatever it is I want. I can be whoever it is I want. So, throw out the rule book. Unconventional way of living or an alternative lifestyle. You may be clinging desperately to old ways to your detriment. Feelings of guilt or shame associated with behaving in a way that goes against the values and traditions that you were raised with. Learning to live by your own rules while still listening. This is important, guys. To me, it is. While still listening to your own conscience, still listening to your own intuition. Okay? Open your mind and expand your horizons in a positive way. This could also mean conflict with a person who's in a position of authority. Okay? Now, so let's kind of recap. And bear with me. If you've seen my other videos where we're learning the major arcana of the tarot cards, I'm getting more organized as each lesson comes. I'm not a teacher by nature, so bear with me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your understanding and your compassion. So this gets more organized as we go on. Okay, now, if the Hierophant were to pop up, if your querent wanted a love and a relationship reading, okay? Well, actually, let's back up again, because I kind of got a little sidetracked. Let's kind of regroup and recap, right? So traditional, non-traditional, institutions, opposite of institutions, traditional values, creating your own values and your own rule book, your own lifestyle, your own way of doing things, right? Conventional, unconventional, conformity, nonconformist, marriage and commitment, possible divorce, possible, what was it? What did it say? A non-traditional relationship, okay? Religion, traditional religion, following your own spiritual path. Beliefs, challenging beliefs, questioning those beliefs. Knowledge, seeking knowledge, realizing you need knowledge, okay? Then sharing, maybe taking your toys and going home to play by yourself. So, general context, right? Again, rules and order. Rules and order. And it's interpreted and represented by the shoulders and your arms. Okay? The Hierophant. Okay, so now that we've recapped, so you have someone there and they want a reading from you and they're interested in their love life. They're interested in what their love life holds in the future. Okay? So if the Hierophant pops up for a love and relationship reading, these are possible options that you can, again, depending upon the other cards that are surrounding it, but these are possible ways of interpreting the Hierophant for love and relationships. Marriage and commitment. A relationship moving towards commitments and milestones. You and your partner share the same values and goals. Now that's if you're in a relationship, okay? Now if you're single, this could mean a new relationship is on the horizon, built on commitment, love, and security. So those are all positive things, right? Okay. Then if the Hierophant were to pop up in reverse for a love and relationship reading, unconventional relationship, or the desire for one, breaking with tradition, reversal of traditional gender roles, that's an option. I mean, that's happening a lot nowadays, guys. It's not all, yes, honey, thank you for coming home for dinner, or thank you for coming home from work. Here are your slippers. Here's your dinner. I got it all, baby. You go relax and read your paper. Shit don't fly like that in the 21st century. At least not in my life. So, been there, done that. I tried it. It didn't work. So, reversal of traditional gender roles. Maybe if your partner, okay, say you're female, right? I'm female. Let's use that example. And I'm looking for a partner, and he's going to be coming up, but it's showing that, you know, traditional roles, gender roles might not be reversal of traditional gender roles. Sorry. So maybe your baby's daddy, husband, father, whatever, significant other, maybe he stays home and raises the kids while you go to work. That's what they mean, okay? Then you and your partner not on the same page when it comes to values and goals. And this could be causing conflict, for conflict and insecurities for you and or your partner. Stay open-minded and have compassion and understanding. Compromise is needed to bring about agreement without pushing either of you too far out of your comfort zone. Okay, so again, possibilities of ways to interpret this card for love and relationship. So again, if you're in a relationship, hold on, let me go back. Let me flip this page. I need both hands to do that. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. So love and relationship. I'm going to go back to the general bullet points, right? And we're going to kind of go from there for a different perspective. So traditional relationship. If you're in one, that means it is traditional. You share the same family values, goals, religions, beliefs, whatever, right? It's on the horizon. Or if you're single, one is coming, okay? Institutions, marriage, moving your relationship forward to the next milestone. Maybe you've only been dating for 6 months, so maybe you're not ready to hop into marriage. That's okay. Doesn't mean that you're automatically going to get married. It means marriage is if you've been in a relationship for a long period of time and you guys have talked about marriage, then that's where this is on the horizon. If you're in a brand new relationship, that means that you will be advancing to all of those milestones soon. Like, you know, either deciding you want to be committed or deciding you want to move in together or, you know, whatever, things like that, right? So traditional values, you share them. Conventional, you both are conventional to where it helps each other, right? Conformity, you're conforming. How is it conformity for relationships? Your relationship, the union is conforming with your values and your traditions and your skills and whatever it is that you bring to the table, okay? Like I said, marriage and commitment, religion, beliefs, you share the same beliefs. You both share knowledge, right? So unconventional relationship, going against the grain, being a rebel. You don't necessarily hold stock in traditional values, but if you're in a relationship, that's okay. As long as, sorry guys, I had my legs crossed in front of me and I needed to stretch them out. In the reverse, you're nonconformists. Marriage, there could be divorce when this comes up, or relationship separation, okay? Commitment, a lack of commitment, right? Religion, different religions. Beliefs, very different beliefs. Knowledge sharing, One is interested in knowledge, one shares, maybe one holds on too tightly and doesn't let go. Okay? So love and relationship, those are possible meanings. Okay. Now, if your querent is interested in money and career, if you get the Hierophant in the upright position, a great time to get involved in group or team projects career-wise. Share your knowledge. You may find a teacher or a mentor who will help you along your career path. Or you may become a mentor or a trainer for someone. You may take up study in an established educational institution. Get involved in low-risk, conventional investment opportunities. Stick to conventional methods to managing money. If you seek financial advice, do so from traditional financial institutions. Okay? And I just realized I've really been talking about like the research that I've done, and I haven't done a whole lot on the cards. So once I'm done with these descriptions, we'll go back and kind of look at the cards. Okay, so again, money and career. More about like sharing knowledge when it comes to projects. You may find yourself in a team project. You may come across a mentor or a guide on your path. And also when it comes to money and investments, stick traditional, low risk. Don't rock the boat, remember? Low risk. So traditional things. If you need advice, go to a traditional financial advisor. If you are wanting a mentor, look for it in a traditional manner. That type of thing, right? So now, if the Hierophant pops up in reverse for a money and career spread, okay? A boss or a person in a position of authority being a stickler for rules and forcing others to conform to their way of doing things. Ugh. Everybody wants to be a rebel. Nobody likes to follow the rules. At least I don't. In all fairness. I do follow the rules. But I don't necessarily care for it. Okay. Breaking with tradition. Reversal. Nope. I'm reading love and relationship. Sorry. Okay. Stickler of rules and forcing others to conform to their way of doing things, right? Not so much fun. In a group or team project, you will feel pressured to conform to the group consensus, even though it goes against your personal beliefs. That's a way to interpret it. A teacher or a mentor who will teach you things that you will feel the need to challenge. It's not always a bad thing. Just because we're told we need to do one thing, why? Challenge it. If you have a question, ask. You'll never know unless you ask. My dad taught me, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. Always. The worst answer you can get is no when you ask. So ask. This is your life. Take the reins, right? Okay, so let's recap. So for money and career, this is about traditions. This is about don't rock the boat. This is about the norm, okay? Kind of like we said, economical, educational, religious, family, right? So put all of that context into money and career. That's what I mean by that is how can you interpret money and career with a Hierophant, right? Well, you may become a mentor. You may find a mentor on your path. You're going to be put into You could possibly be put into team projects, and you will be learning and sharing information. If you're in a team project, you may have to go with the crowd and go against what it is you believe, because this is for your job, right? If you're in a team project, lack of tradition. That's the wrong word. It's not a lack of tradition, it's breaking tradition. So maybe you are getting an unconventional job. Maybe you're earning money in an unconventional way. Maybe you are finding unconventional, non-traditional ways of handling your finances. Traditional, conventional, go with the grain, don't rock the boat, go with everybody, work with everybody. Untraditional, unconventional, rock the boat, challenge authority. Not okay. Scratch that. What I mean by when I say challenge authority, I don't mean with aggression or with anger or with violence. You can challenge authority by just asking questions and being in a positive, caring manner, okay? Because again, we're learning how to change our reality, right? So when we challenge authority, it doesn't have to be anarchy, right? We can ask questions. That's what our teachers wanted us to do in school, but we were too young, too shy, maybe didn't know the answer, whatever. We're older. We're not that insecure little person in junior high or elementary or high school anymore. So it's okay to ask. It's okay to question. It's okay to learn. That's what this is about, okay? Order and structure. Order and structure, right? Order and rules, but also structure. Rules provide structure. Order and rules, okay? So however that resonates with you, for whatever other cards are surrounding the Hierophant, that's a way to interpret it for money and career. Now, we are going to get into health. If your querent is interested in their health, and it pops up in the upright position. If you're dealing with health issues or concerns, conventional medicine is the best option. Start exercising, taking vitamins and supplements, right? Conventional, traditional, structure, order, that's what we need to do. We need to handle the issues that we're facing, because again, we're adults, right? So we're going to handle the issues we're facing, and we're going to follow them and find solutions in traditional and conventional methods. Well, what is that going to be for health? Going to the doctor, taking your prescriptions, or vitamins, or supplements, or, essential oils, or whatever that is for you, right? But more, I guess not essential oils, because we're talking tradition. So we're talking like the doctor. We're talking like the medical system, right? Okay, that's what it means in the upright position for health. So if it were to pop up in reverse for your health reading, try alternative or holistic therapies like Reiki. Maybe that's when you would start looking at essential oils or herbs or whatever it is, whatever holistic or alternative solutions come to your mind, or that you've been, someone has recommended or suggested something to you, right? And this also means step outside of your comfort zone. That's how you're going to find the solutions to any health concerns or issues you might be facing, Okay? Okay, so again, health. How can we interpret health into traditional institutions, traditional values, conventional? Well, being traditional, going to the doctor, right? Let's figure out what it is that's going on. Non-traditional is alternative and holistic healing methods. Institutions, doctors, right? Reiki, energy work, healing, transmutation, whatever it is that appeals to you, okay? Because that's the whole point. It's your journey. It's your journey. Everyone can have opinions. Remember, in the general spread, I said think for yourself, because not everybody may understand or agree, right? So this is your path, your journey. So you have to do what's right for you. Either way, but what's right for you in the upright position is starting on the traditional path, the doctors, the medical system, that type of thing, right? Then alternative therapies, alternative healing, alternative lifestyles. And I mean like that. I mean like maybe you're going to change your diet. Maybe you're going to let's say you're a carnivore and then all of a sudden you decide to become a vegan. That type of thing. Or you were a vegan and then you decided you want to try meat. Whatever, however it works for you guys. However it works for you, okay? And again, you need to look to the other cards to see in what direction this is taking you in, okay? So now the last one. If we are interested in our spiritual journey and we're getting a reading done for our spiritual journey, okay? For our spirituality. Where is it? Health. There we go. Sorry. I told you. Bear with me, guys. Thank you. The notes get way more organized later on. So stay tuned. I promise. Don't forget to hit the little bell so you can be notified of all the new videos too. Okay, so if you're interested in your spirituality and the Hierophant pops up, I love this card. I specifically waited on this card for the spirituality section. I'll tell you why in a second. A spiritual advisor may come into your life to guide you on your path. You may be building some sort of ritual or ceremony into your life or your spiritual practice if you aren't traditionally religious. Okay? Now, if the Hierophant pops up in reverse for your spiritual spread, it means you need to let go of traditional beliefs that no longer serve you. Why hold on to all that stuff that's just weighing you down? Just because everybody else thinks and feels different than you, that's okay. That's okay. Embrace your differences. Embrace what makes you unique. Embrace what makes you you. That's the important thing, guys. So let go of traditional beliefs that no longer serve you. Explore different spiritual paths and find what works for you. A person who is respected in a position of authority, being caught up in a scandal or in a disgrace in some way. Okay, that's another option. So again, spirituality, right? A spiritual advisor may come into your life. Hell, let's even go with the general. No, it was money and career, I think, that said you may be coming on to, like, what did it say? That a mentor may be joining you on your path. Like you may find a mentor, right? Or you could become the mentor. So take it in the same as spirituality. A spiritual advisor may come into your life, or you may become the spiritual advisor or mentor. Build some sort of ritual or ceremony into your spiritual practice if you aren't traditionally religious. Okay, I wrote that down because it's on the website. But that doesn't make any sense for an upright position. In my opinion, that makes more sense for the reverse position, because this is all about traditions and values. So if you're doing traditions, if you're doing traditional religion, then you're going to follow traditional religious ceremonies, right? Oh, maybe you're building. I probably forgot the ing. I just wrote build. Sorry, guys. So maybe you're building some sort of ritual or ceremony, but if you're building it, you're creating it. That's my issue with this, is if you're creating it, that's not traditional, right? Is it? I mean, if you guys have opinions, leave a comment below. I would love to know your opinion on this. But that's if you're building a ritual or a ceremony and you're adding it into your spiritual practice, I see that as something to interpret as reversed. That's the whole point of intuition, guys. Trusting your intuition. Trusting you, yourself, okay? That's what this is about, okay? So, real quick, just to cap it off, I know these videos are kind of long. My apologies. I see this as traditional. The Rider-Waite deck. It's one of the 4 original tarot decks. 4 original. Okay? So I see this as traditional. I see these as non-traditional. Non-conformists. They still have the same message. They still do. Now, each deck, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that sometimes when I get a new deck, I'll read from the book because I honor the author's message. Each author has a slight variation on this interpretation that I'm giving you, right? That I have found for me. Each author has a slight interpretation. So, traditional, bald-headed guys. Oh, I got the big headdress, you know, I got the gold, the huge church, the huge whatever, right? That's what I see as traditional. This could possibly be traditional too because the stained glass. But I like this card because it ties, see the moon in the background? I think it's just a moon. I don't think it's a planet. It ties in my opinion, the universe into it. You're not alone. It's not just one aspect of you. It's another, or you're not separate. You're not alone. You're not by yourself. Even if you feel that way. Traditionally, unconventionally, however, that's what I get from this, is a reminder that you're one. So I guess why I'm going back over these cards, I know I've given you the bullet points. Thank you for your patience, guys. Now I want to point out like intuition. We kind of know the basis of the message, right? Well, what is each author trying to tell us by each picture? Only you can know that because it's your intuition, because you're the one providing the reading to the querent, right? So it's your interpretation. So I would see this Hierophant as a non-traditional one. At least for me being an American. I mean, the robe is beautiful. He is gorgeously adorned with religious artifacts and things that he puts faith and belief in. No matter whether it's your culture or your religion or your beliefs, my personal opinion is you respect and honor them. Because you want people to respect and honor yours, right? So no matter whose tradition or whose convention it is, not really whose convention, but whose tradition it is, whose culture it is. Honor it and respect it. I love this. Halloween's my thing, guys. Yay! So one of the things I love about this card, to me, yes, it represents, you know, conforming to societal, religious, family beliefs, structures, right? You see the little cats? And if you have cats, you know they like strings, right? What do we have here? We have a bandage coming unwrapped from the mummy. You're able to release yourself from traditional and conventional methods or lifestyles. Once you do that, then you can throw the rule book out, baby. As long as you pay your bills, you can do whatever it is you want to do in life. You can be whoever it is you want to be, okay? Handle your commitments. Handle your responsibilities. And you can be whatever it is you want to be. You just got to take off all of society's expectations, your family's expectations, your financial expectations, your educational expectations, your, what other things did they say? Your economic expectations. You can release yourself from all of it. You just got to pull the string, pull the bandage, and you're free. See, that's my point. That's why I love different decks. I love non-conventional, non-traditional decks. Because the last time the Hierophant popped up in a reading that I was giving, right? The message that I got, okay, so it's one crow with two heads, right? Your angels, God, the universe, your higher self, your ancestors, whoever it is that you resonate with. This is you, and you're not doing it all by yourself. You have wisdom. You have extra wisdom, extra knowledge. It's already inside of you. See? One crow, two heads. You just have to listen. And the scarab beetle, by listening to your higher self, by listening to the universe, by praying, talking to God, meditating and listening to God, listening to your, I call them my support staff. So listening to your support staff, that's going to raise you up. So you see, intuition plays a huge part in it. We'll get into that. I know I'm just giving you guys like actual knowledge, right? We'll get into intuition later. But that's why I wanted to go over these cards individually. You know, it's like, okay, if this was in the upright position, you need to handle something traditionally. But you're not alone. You have all the help that you need. And in receiving this help, you're moving up. This card is you're releasing yourself from traditional and conformist ways, if that makes sense. I don't even think I said that right. So that's why your intuition plays a part in the message. Yes, anybody can do a reading. Anybody can read from a book. Anybody can give the set definition by the author for the card and try to piece a message together, right? Intuition is where it all ties together and becomes a story. All right, guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your time. And thank you just for being you. Thank you for being here. I was going to say something and then all of a sudden it escaped me. So we're just going to move on. If you like what you've heard today, I would hope that you would feel free to like, share, subscribe, hit the little bell so you can be notified of all my new videos. Look into my playlist. I started with the Fool. We're going to be doing all the major arcana in order. So I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I enjoy this time that we get to spend together. So thank you. Peace, love, and happiness, guys. Bye.